What if I told you that most wedding photographers don't fail because of their camera skills, but rather because they fail to build a real business plan? Now, I know that sounds harsh, but when I first started, I thought just being good with a camera and taking amazing photos was enough. Truth is, it wasn't. I spent years in a starving artist famine feast cycle with no predictability and definitely no freedom. So today I want to show you the exact business plan that I would set up for starting a business in 2026, step by step, so that you can build something that lasts. Step 1 is to pick one lane. If you're saying yes to every single job, that's why you're stuck. When most wedding photographers start out, they shoot more than just weddings. It's going to be families, it's going to be dogs' birthday parties, it's going to be corporate events, anything that will bring a little bit of extra cash into the business. And I fully get it, we all need to survive, we've all got bills to pay. But the truth is that saying yes to everything keeps you in survival mode. People start to see you as a generalist, a jack of all trades, and a master of none, and generalists don't get hired as experts. In order to make your business a success in 2026, you need to pick one lane and stick to it. Once you choose one lane, so much opens up for your business. Your marketing sharpens, your pricing makes sense, and referrals become automatic. Ultimately, being known for one thing is the shortcut that most people avoid. Now, if you feel like you absolutely must do multiple lanes or multiple genres of photography, at the very least, make sure that your primary lane, whether that be weddings or something else, only shows that genre of photography on your online presence. That means that your Instagram, your website, your portfolio only has wedding content in it, and you don't have dogs and birthday parties and corporate events all scattered in and amongst that. Remember, we want to be as targeted and specific as possible, so making sure that people can find you just for weddings and only see wedding content in that portfolio is really going to go so far to making sure you book more clients. Step 2 is build an offer that sells itself. Clients don't want a photo, they want a result. Now, I've been guilty of this, but most photographers pitch themselves like this: I take photos of X. But clients aren't just buying a set of photos. They're buying the way that these photos make them feel. They're buying the moments that they capture with them interacting with loved ones. They are buying those moments that cannot be recreated so that they can relive those moments and the way that they felt for decades to come. If I was starting my business again today, I would not be trying to sell photography, but rather selling a solution to a real problem. So here's how you can actually go and pitch yourself. Instead of saying, I photograph weddings, you say, I help couples relive the special moments on their wedding day with full clarity for decades after they say I do. That one small shift changes everything. You go from another photographer to a problem solver. And problem solvers get paid more and get picked first. Step 3 is to build proof even if no one hired you. Ultimately, you don't need clients to build a portfolio. This is ultimately where beginners freeze. They say, why would anyone go and hire me if I don't have any previous work to show? And to some extent, I agree, but you don't need permission to create proof of what you can do with the camera. So there's 2 options available to you. Option 1 is to use your network. Go and ask friends who are a couple or friends who have just got married if you can go and take some photos of them in their wedding outfits, or even if they just have a pretty little white dress, even if it's not an actual wedding dress itself, you can still create amazing looking portfolio images just with something that looks like a wedding. Now the key here is that you've got full creative control. So make sure you choose locations that you would like to be shooting weddings in, and make sure that you choose a style that will attract the type of clients that you are looking to work with. Now, if you need to bribe your friends with pizza and beer, do it. It is so worth it to get amazing curated shots in your portfolio. Option 2 is to go and ask more seasoned photographers if you can go and shadow or second shoot for them. Now, this has the added benefit of you getting a chance to actually learn from someone who's a little bit more experienced, and you can actually go and work with real couples and see how a real wedding day works. You get real wedding day experience, and it means that you get a chance to work with couples who perhaps are a lot more aligned with the kind of couples that you want to be photographing. Step 4 is smart outreach without being salesy. You can have a portfolio, a well-defined niche, and a solid offer, but if no one knows you exist, you aren't booking any clients. This is where creatives freeze. Outreach feels scary and cringe, but when you do it right, it is not salesy at all. So here is the framework that I would use. Firstly, go and find couples. Look on Instagram for couples who are newly engaged and either don't yet have any engagement photos or at least don't have any professional engagement photos. Then you go and send them a personalized message. So no copy and paste spam. You're going to use their first name and go and reference something specific to their engagement. Then you need to spot a gap. You can say something to them like, I noticed you haven't yet had an engagement shoot to really celebrate the great news. This builds curiosity. Then you are going to go and present a simple solution to them. Say something to them like, I'd love to create a special gallery with you so that you can have something to show on socials, something to show off to the family with, and have something that you can go and create save the dates for your wedding with. Then lastly, we wrap it up with a low friction call to action. Send something to them like, would you be open for a very quick chat to see what this would look like? Or can I send you a sample gallery so that you can start to picture yourselves in these photos? We want it to be helpful and not pushy. Step 5 is to turn free into paid. And you should be treating your free work like it is a $1 million contract. Most beginners get a free shoot and then treat it like it's a free project. They cut corners, they rush it, and they deliver something that is good enough at best. Please don't do that. This is your opportunity to really grow your business, so you should be putting everything into these free shoots. When you're just starting, the fastest way to grow is through impressions. The impression that you make on that first client. So show up early, extra communicate, and make sure that you are delivering over and above the gallery that you promised. If you've promised them 200 photos, give them 250, and maybe slip in 1 or 2 social media clips that they can go and use as well. This kind of surpassing expectations is going to wow the clients and make sure that they are so ready to go and tell all of their friends and family about you. So these extra actions aren't just to go and burn yourself out, it is to build trust. Because a happy, trusting client does 3 things. They give you a testimonial, they refer you to their friends, and the next time with you, they most likely are going to become a paying client. And we hope it's going to be for their wedding. This is how you snowball from one free project to consistent paid work. The final step is the scaling shortcut. Doing the work isn't the hard part here. Doing it alone is. You can absolutely figure this all out on your own. It completely works, but it's going to take so much longer. And the reality is that mistakes are expensive, time is expensive, and the opportunity cost is the most expensive. We're now still learning. I spent months trying to figure out how much to charge, how to pitch, and how to close deals. You don't need to repeat that. If you want a faster route and to plug into a system that already works, go and find a community to join or a mentor to go and teach you this along the way. Whether you join a program or a mentor or not, the plan stays the same. Pick a niche, build an offer, create proof, do smart research, and turn free into paid. Do these 5 things consistently and you will build a stable photography business. So if you're tired of guessing and you are ready to grow, don't wait for 2026, start today. You're already ahead just by watching this, so let's make sure that we start your business building momentum the right way.